The outcome of the conversation would decide actively the fate of many million residents of the kingdom. Not just figuratively, literally. Life and death depend on this discourse. Therefore, this discourse has so much potency. Arjun is the real life student, not the ideal disciple. Therefore, Krishna's persuasion has the cutting edge mastery. That's what happened with Arjuna as well. So the Bhagavad Gita is such a real and captivating story. It is an epic inside an epic.
So my question is, can I think therefore I am, this Western philosophical concept or theory be explained through Indian philosophy, that is Advaita, using Maya to give examples, and can this topic made more simpler so that anyone who do not have knowledge about these concepts, he will take a first step towards understanding them?
There is no way Vedanta concurs with this. This is that I think, therefore I am. No. No way. I am, and I do not know who I am, therefore I think. That's what Vedanta says. Do you get this? What does Descartes say? I think, therefore I am. What does Vedanta say? I am, and I do not know who I am, therefore I think so much. That's the Vedantic realization.
So these two concepts are totally separate.
One is coming from realization, one is coming from thought.
Yeah, but can thought be the starting point of realizing that
Of course,
coming to that level of
course.
like where the Vedanta starts itself?
Of course. But the intention has to be to know, not to just keep thinking. Otherwise, thought becomes a prakritic, unending, cyclical activity in itself. You can keep thinking without ever gaining in depth. There is nobody who does not think all day. What does that give us, or where does that leave us? It leaves us at the same point we started from. So the intention has to be to know, to get into thought, to get to the source of thought. When you realize where your thoughts are coming from, then you know that the solution lies at the source of thought, not at some end point of the thought.
Can I ask one more question
Sure,
related to
of
this?
course.
Yeah, if some person has that willingness to know the things, and even after knowing the things in theory and looking at other people and experiencing that, in practical world also that person sees the things, but when it comes to that person is not executing that in his life or her life. What can we call that?
Memory, lot of memory. One has memorized stuff. That does not become your life. To live is very different from just knowing. Real knowledge has to become life. Knowing has to become being. And if knowing and being are separated, not one, then there is some kind of internal dishonesty or hypocrisy. One has to be in love. Only in love do you not tolerate distances. Otherwise, the ego, to preserve itself, can have a lot and keep everything at a distance from itself. You see, you look at these mics. I'm using them. When you want to use something, you keep it close to yourself but still at a distance. Your specs. You keep them so close to yourself. But can you put them right on your retina? There has to be a distance, no? That's how the ego operates. It keeps a lot of things close to itself, but it would never let anything become itself. If something comes too close, it becomes threatening. That's how the ego operates. Love says, no, I want a union. I want a oneness. I am prepared to dissolve into the other. And that other has to be something higher than myself. Otherwise, dissolution is neither useful, not even possible. So when you don't have love, all that you have is some kind of greed for accumulation of information or knowledge. Then you can be knowledgeable and still very wretched. You can be a very knowledgeable sufferer. He knows everything and yet suffers of ignorance. The problem? Deficit of love. Only in love can the thing that you know come very, very intimate to your life. That's why those who have known have said that love comes before knowledge. You talked of Raman Maharshi. He used to quip that devotion is the mother of knowledge. Before you can realize something, there has to be love. If there is no love, even if I tell you something, you will keep it in your pocket, not in your heart. If you keep it in your pocket, it can't become your life. It can become on your life only if you let it penetrate your heart. For that, there has to be love.